Good morning, parents and children of St. Jude, Bramley North. Today is Sunday, April 6th, and it is the second Sunday of Easter. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter, and we'll have our lesson today from the Complete Children's Liturgy book by Katie Thompson, published by 23rd Publications. So, the topic of today's lesson is Doubting Thomas. Sometimes people use the saying, seeing is believing, to mean that it's easier to believe something when you have seen it with your own eyes than not. Thomas would not believe that Jesus had risen from the dead without seeing it for himself. So the gospel today is from the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 19 to 29. On the Sunday after Jesus had died, his disciples sat huddled together in a locked room, hidden away for fear of being arrested. Suddenly Jesus appeared in the room with them. "Peace be with you," he said, and showed them the wounds in his hands and his side. His disciples were overjoyed to see their master again. "As my Father sent me, so I am sending you," said Jesus. Then breathing on them, he said, "Receive the Holy Spirit, and know that whatever you forgive, I will forgive also." The disciple called Thomas, who was not with the others when Jesus had appeared, and because he had not seen him with his own eyes, he did not believe that Jesus was alive. A week later, Jesus appeared to them again and greeted them with the words, "Peace be with you." He showed his wounds to Thomas and said, "Doubt no longer, Thomas." At once Thomas fell to his knees and cried, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "You believe because you have seen me with your own eyes. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." So here is the discussion for the children. When Jesus first appeared to the disciples in the locked room, Thomas was not with the other disciples. What did Jesus do when he appeared? He shared the gift of his peace by saying the words, "Peace be with you," which is something we say in the service every Sunday. Then he gave them the gift of the Holy Spirit to increase their faith and courage. Thomas did not believe the disciples when they told him that Jesus had risen from the dead. Thomas could not believe without seeing. So when Jesus appeared again, he showed Thomas his wounds. Because Thomas could see and touch Jesus, he believed that he had risen from the dead. Jesus understood that many like Thomas would hear the story of the resurrection and be filled with doubt. So can we see the risen Jesus today? Jesus lives among us, and we can recognize his presence in the people around us. A kind action or a loving remark are a sign of Christ's power working through other people. When Thomas recognized Jesus as the risen Lord, he said, "My Lord and my God." We use these words quietly at the consecration of the bread and the wine when we believe that they become Christ's body and blood. We cannot see Jesus, but we believe that he is really there. So that's the end of today's lesson. I hope to see you all in church today.